Hello and welcome to the tabletop. Today I'm going to be playing a solo game of Marvel Champions the card game, playing as Gambit, seeing if we can take down Master Mold and all his Sentinels. Let's see what happens. Let's talk about it. To start setting up this scenario, we need to look at the main scheme 1A, the Sentinel Factory. It says Master Mold 1 and 2, which we have here and here. Then it says if you're playing on expert mode, we use number 3. We're not, because we're never that good. Master Mold deck, which is here. The Sentinels deck, which is there. The Standards deck, which is there. And then one modular set that says Zero Tolerance, which is here. We also have our obligation that goes into the deck. And for this scenario, we start with an ally, and it's Magneto. As you can see here, it says setup, put Magneto ally into play under the first player's control. So we start with him. Go through Master Mold's stats. He has 1 scheme, 2 attack. He has stalwart, so he can't be stunned or confused. Also starts off with toughness. Then he has a force interrupt. When Master Mold would scheme against you, discard cards from the encounter deck until a Sentinel minion is discarded. Put that minion into play engaged with you. Do not give Master Mold a boost card for this activation. So he's not going to be doing a lot of scheming, but he is going to constantly bring out Sentinels. Now let's take a look at Gambit's card and look at his stats and abilities. We'll start on the alter ego side. He has 3 recovery. He has Thief Extraordinaire as an action. I can thwart, exhaust Remy, and look at the top 2 cards in the encounter deck. Discard one of those cards. Remove threat from a scheme equal to the number of boost icons on that card. It's really cool that we get an ability on the alter ego side for this character to scheme from the main scheme. Normally you can't do anything like that, so that's very cool. On his hero side, he has 1 thwart, 2 attack, and 3 defense. Not too bad. He has, I love this flavor text, charge decod. Place 1 charge counter here, limited once per round. Then he's got throw decod. When you play an attack event, remove up to 3 charge counters from here. That event deals +1 damage for each counter removed that way. Very cool, very cool. We're going to be playing with the pre-constructed deck that we get from the hero pack from Gambit. It's got 2 passions for justice. Breaking and entering, 3 of those. Stealth strike, 3 of those. Operative skill, 3 of those. It has Dazzler and Bishop. Then it has Professor X, X Mansion, Beauty and the Thief, Hit and Run, 3 of those. Mutant Education, 3 of those. And then the energy cards and Gambit's standard deck. Alright, let's look at the main scheme so we can get the game started. It says each Sentinel minion gains guard, which means we can't hit Master Mold whenever we have a Sentinel out. It also says when revealed, each player discards cards from the encounter deck until they discard a Sentinel minion, then puts it into play engage with them. This starts off with 1 threat. Let's go ahead and put the thread on it. Let's give the encounter deck 1 last shuffle. Let's give our hero deck 1 last shuffle. Remember the special setup, we start with the Magneto ally, so we have him in play. And with that, we'll draw our 6 cards and see what we want to mulligan. Got a Genius, a Mutant Education, Royal Flush, another Royal Flush, charged card, and another energy. Alright, we're going to discard charge the card, Royal Flush, and a Mutant Education, and draw 3 more cards. The Thieves Guild, Natural Agility, and Gambit's Guild Armor. With the main scheme, we discard down until we get a Sentinel. Hopefully we don't go through the whole deck. Alright, we got a Sentinel Mark V. It says when revealed, If targeted for elimination is attached to your identity, Sentinel Mark V attacks you. If you are in alter ego form, otherwise, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the target elimination attachment and reveal it. So we're searching for the target elimination. Target elimination says, attached to your identity, if a copy of target elimination is not attached to you, otherwise this card gains surge. While you're engaged with a Sentinel minion, you cannot change from hero form to alter ego form. Exhaust. Action is to exhaust your identity and discard this card. Alright. So that's going to keep us in hero form until we exhaust our identity. Master mode starts with tough. Can't forget that. We're going to flip the hero. We're going to place an action here, charging our card. So we put one action token on him. I'm going to play Gambit's Guild Armor. It says, after Gambit defends against an attack and takes no damage, exhaust Gambit's Guild Armor and ready Gambit. I'm going to pay for it with an energy resource. I'm going to attack with Gambit with 2, dealing 2 damage to him. And then I'm going to attack with Magneto with 3, killing him off. And Magneto says, the first player controls, blah, blah, blah. After Magneto attacks and defeats a Sentinel minion, heal 1 damage for Magneto. So he takes no damage for attacking this round because of that. Because he defeated a Sentinel minion. Now I'm going to play Royal Flush. It says, hero action, place 1 charge counter on Gambit. Deal 0 damage, deal 0 damage, deal 0 damage. But if we have 2 charge counters, we deal 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage. So the charge counter goes up to 2. By the way, we're paying that with 3 mana resources. So we deal 2 to Master Mode, takes off his toughness, and then we'll deal 4 to him. That's all I can do. I have strength left in my hand, so we draw up to 4. We got an operative skill, passion for justice, a hit and run, and a stealth strength. Ready everything up. This goes up to 2. He's going to attack me. I'm going to defend with 3. He's got a base of 2 plus 1, so 3 damage. I block it all. I'm going to exhaust the Guild Armor to ready myself. I like that little combo. Encounter card. Another Sentinel minion. Sentinel Mark VI this time. He's got Quick Strike, so he's going to attack automatically. If it was a boost card, so if we reveal it when he attacks, if target for elimination is attached to your identity, deal this card to that player as a face-down encounter card. So he just comes out as a minion. He's got 6 health though. Next we're going to play Stealth Strike. It is an attack, deal 4 damage to an enemy. If that enemy is defeated by this attack, remove 2 threat from the main scheme. Before I do this, I'm going to attack with Gambit, dealing 2 damage to him. And then I'll play Stealth Strike, paying for it with 2 fists and a lightning. Dealing 4 damage to him, so that'll kill the Sentinel. Oh, he was supposed to attack because he had Quick Strike. I'll have Magneto take that from earlier, so Magneto's down to 3. Almost forgot that. But now he is dead. And because we use Stealth Strike to take care of it, we remove 2 threat from the scheme, which removes that completely. That's all we're going to do, so we ready everything up. We have Operative Skill and Passion for Justice in our hand, so we draw 3 cards. We got Rogue, Stealth Strike, and Operative Skill. Before I end my turn, I'm going to charge the card because I keep forgetting about my abilities. So that's going to have 1 counter on it. Threat on this goes up by 1, so it's on 1. He's going to attack me. Gambit's going to defend again for 3. A base of 2. Plus 3. Okay. So that's 5 damage. I take 2 because I blocked for 3. Encounter card. Sentinel Mark II. They just keep coming. It's got a scheme of 1, attack of 2. When revealed, if Operation Zero Tolerance is in play, Sentinel Mark II gains Surge. Otherwise, search for the encounter deck and discard pile for Operation Zero Tolerance side scheme and reveal it. Operation Zero Tolerance side scheme. Oh, look at that. It was the first one. It says force response. After an enemy attacks and defeats an ally, place that ally face down under this scheme. If there are X face down cards under this scheme, the player loses the game. X is 3 more than the number of players. So if there's 4 characters up there, we lose. And that starts with 3 threat per character. First thing we're going to do for Gambit is charge the card. Go into 2. I think Magneto is going to go ahead and take care of this Sentinel for 3 damage. He's going to kill him off, so he'll just stay at 3. We're going to play Rogue for 2, because her special thing is reduce the cost to play Rogue by 1 for each charge counter on her. So she's a 2 cost right now. Paying for it with a Wild and a Lightning. Rogue is going to go ahead and swing for 2, taking the damage. She'll go to 2. If I can get to 2. And he'll take 2. We're going to stay in hero form, but that's all we're going to do, so everything readies up. We have Stealth Strike and Operation Skill in our hand, so we draw 3 cards. Mutant Education, Molecular Acceleration, and Charge card. This goes up by 1, so it goes to 2. He's going to attack me. Can I block 3? Let's see if we can block 3. Defending for 3, base of 2, plus 2, we take 1. Dang it. I'm trying to defend and ready up with Guild Armor, but I can't take any damage. Encounter card. Insert Virus Program. Hinder 2, so this starts at 4. When defeated, deal 2 damage to each Sentinel minion. Interesting. To each Sentinel enemy, so that means Master Mold as well. Gotcha. That does accelerate the scheme for that though. So we need to get rid of this. So it starts at 4. Rogue's going to swing for 2, going down to 1 health. Master Rogue goes down to 4. Sorry. We're going to do charge the card, putting this up to 3. We're going to play Stealth Strike. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. If that enemy is defeated by this attack, remove 2 threat from a scheme. Paying for it with a Molecular Acceleration, Mutant Education, and charge the card. With this card, when I spin it to play a card, I place 1 charge counter on Gambit. So Gambit will go to 4 charge counters. So we're dealing 4 to him, which KOs him. Because that eliminated Master Mold there, we'll take 2 threat off of Insert Virus, bringing it down to 2. Master Mold will go to Stage 2. He still has Stalwart and Toughness. He's got the same ability here. And his hit points is at 14. Can't forget the tough. Magneto is going to go ahead and swing to get rid of that toughness. He'll go down to 2. that. That's all we're gonna do. We have operative skill in our hand. Ready everything up. We draw 4 cards. We got the Charmer, Breaking and Entering, another Charmer, and Gambit Staff. This goes up by 2 because it's accelerated now, so it goes to 4. He's going to attack with a base of 3. I think Rogue is going to defend this one. 3 plus 1, so 4 damage. Rogue is dead. Encounter card. Shields up. When revealed, give each Sentinel minion engaged with you a tough status card. Otherwise, this card gains Surge. Okay, so we draw another card. Intruder Alert. When defeated, the player who defeated this scheme discards cards from their encounter deck until they discard a Sentinel minion, then puts it into play engaged with them. It's got the crisis icon, so we have to deal with this before we can take any threat off of the main scheme. That's a little unfortunate. This starts with 3 per player, so it has 3 starting off. Sorry if I keep hitting the camera. 3 threat. This card I almost forgot. It says, after an enemy attacks and defeats an ally, place that ally face down under the scheme. So Rogue is supposed to go into here. If we get 4 allies under this, we lose. I'm going to play Breaking and Entering. It says, Thwart, remove 3 threat from a scheme. Pin 2 lightning. We're going to remove 3 threat from this. Getting Rogue back to our discard pile and getting rid of this. Next we're going to play Gambit Staff with a lightning. Putting that into play. Gambit's going to charge the card, putting it to 5. Gambit's going to attack Master Mold for 2. Magneto's going to thwart this down to 0, taking the damage, so he's down to 1. Get rid of this. This says, when defeated, deal 2 damage to each Sentinel enemy. He is a Sentinel, so he takes 2 more damage. That's all we're going to do because we don't have anything in our hand anymore. This is not accelerated anymore. Ready everything up. And we draw 5 cards. Beauty and the Thief, X-Mansion, Mutant Education, Stealth Strike, and Hit and Run. This goes up by 1 now. It goes to 5. Needs to get to 6 to go to the next stage. I think I'm just going to take this. It's a base of 3 plus nothing, but it is a boost. You are stunned. If you are already stunned, take 2 damage. Well, that sucks. Kind of ruins my plan. I take 3 damage as well. Encounter card. It's an attachment. The stun beam attached to a Sentinel minion without the stun beam attached. Otherwise, this card gains Surge. So this card's going to gain Surge because there's no minion. I believe this is going to gain Surge because there's no minion. Yep, no minion. Oh my god, we're going to go through the whole deck. This also gains Surge. And he's going to attack again. Nice. Well, this time I'm going to defend with Gambit with a base of 3. 3 plus nothing. Give the villain a tough status card. What a jerk. So I actually block that, which means I can exhaust the armor to ready Gambit back up. But he has a tough status card. So Gambit's going to go ahead and swing Get rid of the stun. He's going to charge the card as well, going up to a 6. Oh, before I forget, when he attacked earlier, I can exhaust this and I deal 1 damage back to him. That was before he had the tough status card, so he'll be at 9. I'm going to play Hit and Run. It's going to deal 2 damage to an enemy and then remove 2 threat. He's got tough, so it just removes the tough from him. Going to pay with a lightning, 2 lightning, and a mind resource. Takes off the tough. And we're going to bring this down to 3. Just going to ready up. I'm going to keep Magneto out just for a meat shield if I need him. I'm not going to go to Alter Ego. I'm just going to stay in Hero, and hopefully we can take him out next turn. We have a Stealth Strike in our hand, so we need to draw 4 more cards. Operative Skill, Bishop, Professor X, and Breaking and Entering. This goes up by 1, so it goes to 4. Actually, it doesn't, because this stays at 5 because of this side scheme, so this goes down by 2 earlier, so this is at 1. And this goes to 6, which means it goes to stage 2. It says, when revealed, shuffle the encounter discard pile into their encounter deck. Each player discards cards from the encounter deck until they discard a Sentinel minion, then puts it into play and engage with them. The regular side, if this gets to 8, we lose. Each Sentinel minion gains guard. If this stage is completed, the players lose the game. Starts on 1 threat. Let's go ahead and give this a nice shuffle. Now we got to discard cards until we discard a Sentinel minion. Sentinel Mark II. Says, when revealed, if Operation Zero Tolerance is in play, Sentinel Mark II gains Surge. Otherwise, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Operation Zero Tolerance side scheme and reveal it. And it is in the deck. Operation Zero Tolerance. We've already seen this card. Starts with 3. Every time an ally gets KO'd by an enemy, it goes to that card. Now Master Mode attacks. A base of 3. I'm gonna... I gotta defend. A base of 3 plus 1, so he's doing 4. I'm not gonna forget my Gambit staff this time. Dealing him 1 back. And we take 1 as well. Now the Sentinel attacks. Magneto has to take it, because if he doesn't, I die. So he goes away. He goes to this card, because of Operation Zero Tolerance. And we get an encounter card, which is Insert Virus Program again. Alright, so this starts at 4. I'm going to play a Professor X. After Professor X enters play, choose 1. Confuse the villain, stun a minion, or ready an X-Men character. At the end of the round, if Professor X is still in play, discard him. Paying for it with a 3 lightning. We are going to ready Gambit. Professor X is going to thwart for 3. Taking this down to 1. Gambit's going to thwart for 1. Taking it down to none. Getting rid of the acceleration token. And when this is defeated, each Sentinel enemy gets dealt 2 damage. Which means it kills this guy. And then it deals 2 to him. That's all I'm going to do. I have Stealth Strike in my hand. Ready everything up. Draw 4 cards. Breaking and entering. Charge card. Hit and run. And energy. This goes up by 1. Goes to 2. He's going to attack. Professor X is here until the end of the round, so he's going to defend. 3 plus that. Plus 1, so Professor X is gone. And encounter card. Oops, sorry for hitting the camera. Sentinel Mark 8. After this minion engages you, attach the topmost Sentinel attachment from the discard pile to this minion. Which is this one. Energy Barrier. Attached to a Sentinel minion without Energy Barrier. Attached to gives a tough status card. Okay, force response. After attached minion attacks, give it a tough status card. So he's got 5 attack with a tough. He had to show up right now, huh? I'm going to play charge card. It says deal 4 damage to an enemy. For this attack, if Gambit throw the card ability removes, we're going to remove 2. This attack also gains piercing. So that pluses it to a 6. Removing 2, we'll go down to 4. If I can find 4. 4. Piercing goes through the toughness. So he deals 6 to him. We're going to deal 2 with Gambit, getting rid of him. Once again, I forgot my ability here with the staff when he attacked earlier. I can deal 1 damage back. That's all we're going to do. We're going to ready up. We're going to push the limits here. We got 2 health. We have Stealth Strike and Energy in our hand. We draw 3 more cards. Passion for Justice. Natural Agility. And Molecular Acceleration. This came in clutch right now. This goes up to 3. He's going to attack. We're going to do Natural Agility, placing a counter on Gambit. For however many counters he has, we get that much defense. So right now we have 8. 8 defense. Not even close. Give the villain a tough status card, okay? It's a little unfortunate. Encounter card. Gain Surge. And insert virus. Didn't we get rid of this earlier? Oh my goodness. How do we have this back in the deck? Is there multiples? I'm guessing there's multiples. That starts with 4. For some reason I only drew up the 4 cards, so I'm supposed to have 1 more, which is the last one in the deck. We did not take any damage from us blocking, so we can exhaust to ready up with the guild armor. He also attacked, which means before he got tough, we deal 1 back. Gambit's going to swing for 2, bringing off the tough. We're going to play Stealth Strike with Energy and a Wild. Stealth Strike's going to do 4, which means Master Mold is gone. Wow, I got a little hairy right there. 2 health, a bunch of Sentinels kept showing up. Accelerations on this. I like this though. It helps us if we get rid of it. Usually the side schemes don't really help us. They just always, the person that destroys this, you take a damage, or the person that destroys this gets a minion against them, blah blah blah. But I like this card, even though it accelerates this, just makes them go faster. All in all, honestly, Gambit is really fun to play. I feel like I didn't use his charge counters a lot because I was trying to get through the Sentinels so much and get through the tough and all this stuff. But in the end, having The charges here to plus all your attack cards and stuff like that is really nice, being able to do extra damage. And in the end, we were able to take out Master Mold. I really enjoyed Master Mold. His scenario is pretty simple, but also can be a little tough. So that was fun. Gambit, really fun to play with. One of my favorite characters as well. I love the charge the card ability. It really does feel like you're throwing cards at people. And I stayed in hero form the whole time. His defense is kind of nuts. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe. I'm planning on doing more of these in the future. I might have a guest with me next time, who knows? But until then, peace.